I didn't sleep enough. There's no follow-up, no punchline. I just think I didn't sleep enough. And I'm feeling really, really cranky. Like, I just tweeted something which was for my 5 German followers, and it was hilarious as all of my tweets. I tweeted konnichiwa, spelled with a C, while posting a picture of my daughter watching the German kids hit show Conny, spelled with a C, on the TV. And some dude answered me, well, actually, konnichiwa is spelled with a K. Me, I've seen every episode of Terrace House multiple times. Okay, that's a lie. But I've read konnichiwa on my screen a million times. Why would I post a picture of my TV with a girl called Connie on it with a C and then use the hilarious wordplay konnichiwa to misspell konnichiwa? Anyway, I understand this is a very important topic in these difficult times that we're living in, and I've become the person I've always despised. I'm refreshing my Twitter feed because, of course, I posted a snarky reply like, oh, I had no idea. Maybe that girl on the TV in the picture I posted called Connie confused me. Now I'm waiting for him to come crawling back and apologize. So I finally get the feeling how it is if you're in a YouTube comment war and you keep refreshing, scrolling down. Oh, did he answer me? Did he answer me? And you're very angry that the guy didn't answer you yet. So that's the extent of my problems, which I guess is not too bad. In what month do we have? April 2020. Another thing that always tilts me is people like TKD63 posting, is this Jan or Radio Jan? Radio Jan doesn't exist. He's a product of my imagination. This is me. And whenever I say something funny, to get the immediate reply, is this Jan or Radio Jan, is very, very upsetting and disrespectful to the real Jan that just wants to be loved as much as Radio Jan. Okay, I'm kidding, TKD63. It's all good. Not kidding, obviously. This is, of course, Banter Blitz, the show where Chess24 premium users can challenge me to a fun game of chess. My username is Jan. You can challenge me to a 3 or 5 minute game if you happen to not be a Chess24 premium user. Right now you can save 40% with the voucher code Stay at Home. And the truth is, you can use that voucher code Stay at Home and then leave your home. We have no way of tracking that. Alright, let's play chess. What's more exciting than chess? Actually, even Conny is more exciting than chess. Hier kommt Conny, meine Freundin Conny. That song is so tilting, you have no idea. Alright, I don't know, let's play some guy. Ugh, wrong window, wrong window, wrong window. Here we are, here we are. Wait for it. Boom! D4, D5, C4, E6. Alright, I will follow your name. You ask for it, you get it. We are, after all, a service-oriented company. This is your username, and after C6 you go E takes D5, the meekest move in the effing position. Why exactly? Be more constructive with your opening play. This is a chicken line. Now he can take or take on E7 and then lose later in the endgame. What's not to like about that? When I was a young man, so much younger than today, Queen B3 is just nonsense. I played Bishop G5 and Christian Wilhelmi, very strong Hamburg youth player, was like 3 years older than me. So he was much better than me when we started out. I think he's an international master who's probably making money somewhere in Switzerland or doing something with his life. Anyway, he played this line against me and he went F6 to keep queens on the board, which hurt my feelings. I think it was a draw. No punchline to that story either. What's going on? Okay. Who cares? I should go knight G6 to annoy the bishop. What's happening, chat boys? How you guys doing? You doing good? Mr. Dodgy is here to moderate. That's great. I wish CP Coulter was here, because I'd curse more to upset him. But what happened to CP Coulter? I haven't seen him for a while. Mr. Dodgy, I know you and CP Coulter are close. I know you moderators. You life coaches, stay in touch. So what is going on that front? Walter G is saying, hey, I just finished watching video series Battle of Bonn. Excellent insight into this match. Thank you. Or, well, I shouldn't say thank you, because I contributed very, very little, just like d4, d5, c4, e6. It's contributing very little to this chess game. But yeah, I think Peter Heine and Laurent had quite a lot of knowledge to drop behind the scenes stuff, so I enjoyed it. Sahaj Mitra saying, you're excited and charged up today. It's charged up with a D. Charged. Mr. Dodgy is saying, didn't see CPK at the daily meeting. Have you seen him? Serious question. Have you seen him in the last 3 weeks? I haven't seen him. I'm worried to the extent I can feel empathy. So not too worried, but where is he? Am I yelling, by the way? I'm probably yelling. Apologies. Not that sorry. Mr. Dodgy is saying, a few days ago, he's alive. All right, all right. F4. Wow. But the bishop is still trapped. Can't you see? d4, d5, c4, e6. Your bishop has nowhere to go. Midnight in Paris is saying, oh sorry, forgot to write in English. Hi Mr. Dodgy, Dutch Defender und Schachpirat. In English we say, and Schachpirat. So you're a German guy, your username is Midnight in Paris. And you're writing in English. This is so confusing. What else is happening? I think a new season of my hit show, The Great Opening Clinic. I think we did another article. Because why give good old Jan a break answering silly opening questions like, hi Jan, I would like to play an aggressive yet solid opening against 1d4 that gives me winning chances, but where I'm never worse. Could you please give me an idea? I would also like to improve my current level from 1900 to 2100. Thoughts? What fun. I take all of that back. I enjoy the opening clinic greatly. And of course, it's never you, it's me. There are no dumb answers. There's only dumb questions. That's the motto I live my life by. Midnight in Paris is saying, it's kind of messed up. I have autocorrector, and that's not an English word. Autokorrektur in German, and my grammar is horrible. Yeah, it was general BS. Oh, I see. Greshu. He's a grandmaster. Every time he shows up, he's just asking me, give me more stuff. Saying, hi Jan, how are you? I'm very grumpy today, Greshu. I have a question about your series, question mark. What is the question? Any new coming or maybe some update is coming soon? Double question mark. That's aggressive. Double question mark is just a sign of aggression. Nah. But in the opening clinic, you can ask me another question other than when is the new series coming? Epps is saying, and what about the King's Gambit? That question I do enjoy. Semi-Trash is saying, while there isn't dumb questions, there do idiots exist who asks many questions. I'm not sure about that. Shouldn't we ask many questions? What other way is there to learn? It's one of my great shortcomings in life that I am too awkward to ask people questions. That way, I never learn. And it's cost me dearly in my growth as a man and as a chess player. Ask questions, people. Just don't ask about any topics involving moving your f-pawn early. Is that too much to ask? LTA 90 saying, Jan, you've never played against me. Please accept me. I had no idea I've been missing out on playing LTA 90 all these years. Suki Ray is here. Suki Ray, you have to calm down proceedings. I'm grumpy today. Tell me something good. Not only are you piece down d4, d5, c4, a6, you are also losing on time. Alright, I think I'm calming down. Breathe in, breathe out. Come on, you can give a Doppelschach. No? Not happening. Sionne is saying, hello Jan, other players in the Magnus Invitational going to be revealed 1 month after the tournament? No, I think the current plan is to reveal them before the tournament. But that's a very clever question. You are implying, without saying it, that the players should be revealed already. That's just smart. D4, D5, C4, E6 is saying, thanks. Yeah, thanks. Oof, I have a lot of challenges. That maybe means that we have, like, triple digits of viewers today, so I should behave better. Let's restart. I'm calm now. Hello everybody, welcome to today's show of Banter Blitz. My name is Jan Gustafsson. I am a fun-loving chess grandmaster who enjoys nothing more than the casual blitz game, where not only we can hopefully learn a little bit about chess, but also maybe get to know each other, maybe build some bonds that reach beyond the 64 squares. Therefore, challenge me to a lovely game of chess if you happen to be a Chess24 premium member. Or don't. Let's see what challenges we have. This is exciting. Maybe Henry 0813 from Ireland. I've never been to Ireland, but I hear it's beautiful. You have like the countryside, the alcohol, Rob Roy. Like I'd love to go one day. Sorry, it must be very annoying. And I take that back, to be confronted with that drinking cliche all the time. You know, it's just because all I know about Ireland, frankly, other than that Rob Roy movie, it's called Rob Roy? I don't even know what it's called, is that Simpsons episode where Homer Simpson is claiming that Ireland has more alcoholics than inhabitants. I think Homer Simpson has done worse for Ireland than Borat has done for Kazakhstan. Have I told you guys that I'm older than Homer Simpson, though, who's 39 years old? For a while. Why do you play a lovely blitz game and then play the exchange Slav with bishop d3? Okay, you could argue it was me who played the Slav. It's a risk Slav players have to be willing to take and all that. But still, why exactly? Color Complex saying Rob Roy is Scottish. See, that's how much I know about Ireland. Apologies to, I guess, both the Scottish and the Irish. That's embarrassing. What a fun game. Queen b5? I know you can do it. Think about it. Just a little more. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. Boom! Okay, at least we have an imbalance. Obviously not better, but we have an imbalance in the form of knight versus bishop. What do you think about bishop a3 followed by rook c8 and rook c1? That has to be the plan, right? I can read you like a very mediocre book, sir. Sorry, it's not your fault. You're making perfectly reasonable moves. I'm just in a horribly cranky mood today, and I've tried to shake it off. Can't do it. Suki Ray is asking, Jan, what is the source of your crankiness? I still don't know how to pronounce quarantine. This is getting embarrassing. I have looked it up 15 times. I still don't know. Anyway, I'm not sure if it's quarantine. I think it's just, general contempt for humanity. Is that the right word? I'm not a native speaker, as you might have noticed by my very weird accent. So forgive me if sometimes I get certain phrases a little wrong. I usually don't. G3. Are you a little worried at this point, Henri? You can be honest with me. I can take the truth. Suki Ray is saying, you, Peter, Christoph, and Magnus have good vocabularies, though. Thank you, thank you. Granted, I guess Magnus might be a kind of native speaker. What does that mean? You think English is his first language, not Norwegian? EF, what's your point here? Are you just blundering pawns, or EF rook F1? Is there some deep calculation? But then FG I can do maybe. No, I can't. Okay, just checking. I could go E4 just to mix it a little, but these pawns aren't really moving that quickly. This is a very bad move. I'm not sure why I did it. But what's done is done. The horsey wants to go to this square and give a little check. Uh-oh, Henry. I have a feeling you might lose this game. Doesn't it feel silly? That's why I'm always afraid to play the Exchange Slav, which is a great opening. But if you lose, you feel so silly. You know what I mean? Rook G1 is a good move, though. Maybe I should not start bragging just yet. So now, how do I win? Let's give one check first to confuse him. Not sure if these pawns queen. D3, rook D1, yeah? I guess not. Terrible move, but what to do? What am I doing? Now I'm really upset. After all this making fun of you, it's me who blunders. Because I am an idiot. I guess I deserve it for being a horrible person. But this is very upsetting. Such an idiot. Oh boy. If you thought I was cranky before, you ain't seen nothing yet. Good game, Henry. By both sides, I would say. Oh boy. I don't even want to talk anymore. Let's just play. Welcome to Blitz with Jan Gustafsson. That's probably the most upsetting chess game I've ever played. I don't even want to play Blitz or talk. I just want to sit here and read all you chess experts. You missed grabbing rook. Knight takes d8. Your point being. So who has MVL as his profile picture, is from Spain and calls himself Bobby Fischer? That's just too much weird stuff going on there. Okay, more chess. More fun chess. Run fun chess. Let's play Ellie King. Best guess as to when the candidate resumes. In our latest secret briefing, they told me that they will play in September and then, play the World Championship in December. It was me on the call, Maxim Rajabov for some reason, Grishuk, Caruana, Alexeyenko, Ding was there, Nepomniachtchi. I think that's it. Let's play a lovely Queen's Indian against Ele King. D5. I did a video series about this when we were trying to cash in on the AlphaZero hype, but I don't think anybody's watched it. It's not such a bad series. It's like, what is it? Attacking, play the Queen's Indian a la AlphaZero or something like that. Bishop f6, can you do that? Usually they play knight c7. Not sure. Maybe you can do this too. Maybe horsey here. Bishop b2. Can I win somehow? Knight c4 maybe. Tactics, Jan. Knight g6 is a bit of an issue. Yeah. Tom1234. Is that our friend Tom1234 from the German chat? When did you master writing in English, Tom1234? Or am I confusing you? Like, your English writing is so much better than your German writing. That's impressive. Shout out, Tommy boy. And who do you think will play the World Cup against Magnus? I think... let's think this through. Who's in the lead again? MVL and Nepomniachtchi? Fabi is also pretty good at chess. I still think Fabi. He's a point behind. But now, with his break, he can catch his breath. Then again, Nepomniachtchi is a very good starter. And now he can start twice, because it's 2 7-round tournaments. That should help him. So the usual answer is, I have no clue. Where are my Twitch boys at? Do I have the Twitch chat? Here's a Twitch chat. How you doing, Twitch boys? Is that a derogatory term? Is it offensive to you, being called Twitch boys? Nah. Forget about it. Ah, yeah, he's always annoying. I kid. Glad to have you here. Forget about it, saying, don't touch your face, man, Corona. I'm in my house. I've washed my hands 15 times today. Have not left it. But yeah, thanks. I hadn't heard about this Corona thing. It's like Joe Biden when the reporter told him, actually, sir, you're supposed to cough in your arm thingy. Malarkey. I think that's what he said. I love Joe Biden. Pity he's so old. Love is a bit strong. Hang on, what was I pre-moving? I was trying to pre-move 2 moves. That does not work on this website, does it? The Twitch boys are in town. Money Moy is saying, we out here. No Limit Fitness saying, can you play the Grope? No. Oh yeah, I could, but I'm not gonna. I feel like this will be the best game I've ever played. Look at the sparkling attack. Queen e8, that's a strange move. Go to d8. Ugh. I could watch myself play chess all day long. Just like the 3 other people that keep asking for, isn't this the time for a bantathon? Nah, we're busy. Sorry for all the yelling. Sorry for all the pixels with the chroma key. What's the time? Seems it's already morning. Is this checkmate? I hope it's checkmate somewhere. King h1, horrible, horrible move. Now in queen c6 check. Thanks for the game, Ellie King. Let's continue playing against. Maybe Kundeparkering. What does that mean? Customer's parking spot? My Norwegian is flawless. Giroux 19 is asking, Jan, do you like ice cream? Who does not like ice cream? What kind of a monster do you have to be to not enjoy ice cream? A4. Looks a bit random. Okay. Why not? Vivan Amarnani is saying, then what is your favorite dessert? That's a tough question, sir. Let's think this through. I enjoy a good mousse au chocolat. I like tiramisu because it feels like a very efficient way to like shove 2,000 calories up your face. I like crème brûlée. Mainly I like saying it. Crème brûlée. I also like crema catalana, although I prefer saying crème brûlée. What else is there? I think that's the list. Queen b8 does not make any sense. Sorry for all the face touching. Forget about it. I know it's painful for you to see. Ooh, I still have this nose itch I had yesterday. It's getting itchy and scratchy. What's going on here? Kundeparkering. It's playing pretty well. I can sort of decipher a lot of words in Norwegian. The pronunciation is just impossible. Like this cheerful going up with your voice in the end. I just can't do it. Like both from a linguistic or from a character perspective. I just don't have it in me. How would you pronounce it? Kundeparkering? See, I can't do it. Even if I tried. And I hear a lot of Norwegian in my household. It just can't be done. Chess HV is saying too much hand washing makes your nose itch. That's good to hear because I was worried it was all the cocaine, but it is the hand washing. You're saying, okay, that's actually reassuring. I kid, kids don't do drugs. As for the game. I'll win somehow. Marky Mark is saying, is Kundeparkeren an alias for Magnus? Playing pretty well and fast. No, he's not playing that well. Also, there are other people in Norway than Magnus. I've been there. Mr. Chow is saying, everyone in Germany does cocaine. Wow, I had no idea. I feel like taking on c3, which makes no sense whatsoever. Nah. Not gonna be able to do it. I have no idea where the queen started, but it looks like b4 is a legal square to go to. Good. Lorenz Trent is saying there is this other GM in Norway. You mean Arjan Tari, right? And guys from Aha. Yeah, Morten. I meet him whenever I go there. He says hi. He works at Oslo Airport. And when you enter the country, they do sell you some Turkish pepper, that's licorice, for around, I don't know what the price is, like 140 krona. And Morten Hagström, is that his name, shakes your hand. Like, not anymore. Nowadays he gives you an elbow bump. But before Corona, Morten used to shake your hand when you arrived. It's true. Go there. Sukire is saying, I've been watching Hammer's Black Repertoire series. Anyone else watching? No, I still have to finish Terrace House. Once I'm done with Terrace House, then I'm going to have to watch Bruce Brothers by my new BFF. With my new BFF, who I've known for days and days. Starring. And after that, what's on my watch list? I want to watch The Stranger on Netflix. Is that good? Anybody seen The Stranger? Then I have this Disney Plus, so I have to watch all the Disney movies. Just to, to see if they're age appropriate for my daughter. So that's going to take me a while. And once I'm done with all of that, I have a feeling Hammer's Repertoire might be dated. And therefore, I don't see it happening. I've heard great things. Ewald Matschwald is saying, Kundeparkering hat die Betonung... that's English. That's English, please, Ewald. We don't speak German on this show. Kundeparkering? I'm going to ask later. Let's play Triangulate King in the meantime. Lord Iffy is saying, I can recommend Blacklist. Nah. You hear the utter disregard in my voice for Blacklist, which I've never seen a single episode of. Nah. Cartesy is saying, I like Good Omens on Amazon Prime. No, that looked like a Peter Svidler show. It looked very, very nerdy. Giroux90 is saying, are you too afraid to play against myself? Yes, but I'm not too afraid to play with myself. Did that sound weird? Nah. That sounds perfectly normal. But yeah, I'm too afraid to play you, Giroux90. You got that right. What's happening here? He castles I can just take, no? With the bishop on b5, this is a decent line, but with the bishop on c4, d5 should gain me pretty crucial tempo, no? Can I do this? We'll find out. Nashville in Chess is saying, I didn't get past the first episode of Tiger King, or whatever it's called. I don't know. Hitting a little too close to home, or what was the problem? I am in a great mood today. Giroux90 is saying, I love the Big Bang Theory, especially the first 3 seasons. You seem to be a man of great and contemporary taste, Giroux90. What is that little undercover show that you're referencing there? Big Bang Theory? Who's on that? KMR Deepak is saying, recommendation, Netflix, Daredevil and Punisher. Nah, especially not Punisher. Nah. I watched some Daredevil. Like, the first 2 seasons. It's a lot of Daredevil, actually, now I think about it. It was alright. Giroux90 is saying, come on, it's a comedy, full of scientists. What's it called? The Big Bang Theory, yeah? So it's plays in finance? Why would it be scientists if it's finance? Is that the show with this guy? What's his name? Howard Wolowitz? Is that the one? I don't know why I'm trolling about Big Bang Theory. It seems like a very random topic to troll about, but I'll keep it up. Tall guy, weirdo, Sheldon Cooper, Howard Wolowitz. Right. He's the good-looking guy, right? With the low body fat. Howard Wolowitz. Is that the show where they have like an Indian character? Does that sounds like a horrible statement, no? There is hundreds of shows out there, I'm sure, with Indian characters. I'm just trying to go through it. So this guy, Rajesh Koothrappali. That's the show, right? Yeah. Rajesh Koothrappali. It's confirmed. So it's the show. I don't know. It sounds good. I should check it out. I think what I would like to have on that show would be like a rival banker, maybe with a strange pronunciation. Like we could call him something like Barry Crypto. You know, he's really into crypto and he mispronounces certain letters. I think that would be a great addition. What do you think? I'm paying a lot of attention to this game because it is a fun and interesting game. To quote Niels Grandelius, chess is always fun and interesting. By the way, if you want someone who's a less horrible person and who's better at chess than me, check out Niels' show. I didn't watch all of it because I have a life. Okay, I'm kidding, I don't have a life. But I greatly enjoyed the part I've seen, and I've heard great things about Niels Benteblitz. So if you have not seen it yet, by all means check it out. Niels is one of the nicest guys that I know that are from Sweden and live in Copenhagen. Suki Ray is saying, when can we expect your podcast? And what would I talk about? I need the background of the flagging. And I need the warmth of human interaction through the chat. Like here, Tisha is saying, what chat is he interacting with? It's the Chess24 chat. But sometimes I look at the Twitch boys as well. Mr. Chow, 274,654, is saying, you would talk about the same nonsense you always talk about, but we would lack this fun back and forth we're doing. How would I pretend for 10 minutes to not have heard of the Big Bang Theory without Giroux90 bringing it up? So hard to do. Boopnath Chess is saying, who do you prefer, Firuzha or Narayanan? You're gonna have to be more specific. If you mean Srinath Narayanan, that's my boy. Prefer Srinath. If you mean SL Narayanan, I'm Team Firuzha. Vlad Alats keeps asking. This seems to be a topic very close to his heart. Jan, have you ever been to Buddhist monastery while in Thailand? I have not. Should I go? I've long thought about, not kidding actually, finding some quiet place where I stare at a wall for 10 days or something. Sit on the floor and listen into myself. I mean, it's gonna be pretty dark in there, but I might come out a better person. Is that what I can do there? KMR Deepak is asking, Germany has managed COVID much better than Italy, Spain. What is the reason? What is Germany doing right? I should add a disclaimer here. I'm not technically a virologist. From what I understand is they started testing a bit earlier. So it was a little easier to track cases. And also, I guess there's just a little more money in the German medical system. I'm not sure about that. I'm just making up stuff. So we have more of these, what's called ICUs, ventilators, all that stuff. Therefore, I guess it's less likely that the medical system or certain hospitals can get overwhelmed, and therefore the number of deaths is lower in Germany. But it could also be that we're still just a bit behind, but it does seem like the death rate in Germany is staying lower than in other places, which could also mainly just be because we did more testing. Therefore, I'm sure there's still a giant percentage of, people that had it and haven't been tested, but maybe that number is lower in Germany than in other places. But having said all that, I don't have a clue. I'm sitting here at home. Chess Physician is saying, Jan traveling to Drostistan. It's going to be a topic only the Germans understand. We have this podcast by a virologist called Professor Dr. Christian Drosten, or like I like to call him, Dr. Osten. Sorry, I stole that joke from Gemischtes Hack. Huya is doing his best to explain what's going on. He clearly is very competent. And the amount of hate and abuse that dear scientist is getting below every Twitter post is just, ugh. It's horrible. Now we have a country of 80 million amateur virologists, me being one of them. But, just the blatant lack of respect for an obvious expert there by people yelling, I told you about the masks. Me being one of these people, I just find shocking. Really do. Sukira is saying, stay out of Twitter, Jan. Not good for mental health. No, I'm good with Twitter. In general, I'm pretty good mental health-wise with social media because I do treat it as a one-way street. I just tweet random nonsense once in a while. And other than that, not too worried about it. The one thing I had to do for my mental health, because that was really upsetting me, is I stopped reading YouTube comments below my, or in general, Chess24 videos. That was just, too tilting. So I stopped doing that a while ago, and was a big life improvement. Yashak is saying, at least you are quite well informed, Jan. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I am a curious citizen. Mr. Doji is saying YouTube comments are hilariously insane. Yeah, I just can't do it. Like, I agree. Isn't there a comedy show called The Comment Section or something? But I guess since we all us narcissists, we still have this thing that if you get praise online, it doesn't really hit home because you don't know the people. But if you get criticized online, it feels like someone criticizes you to your face. And since on YouTube, that ratio is somewhat higher. It's just, if I want to get into a bad mood, I just have to read YouTube comments. And I decided I'm pretty good at getting into a bad mood without them. So I just stopped doing that. A smile on a face saying, why are you not wearing a suit? It's a good question. I felt a suit did not fit my mood today. I'm at home, so I have probably suitable wardrobe within reach, but I didn't feel like it. Tom1234 is saying, do you have Instagram? I'm thinking about it. I made an account the other day. I'm not using it yet. I might pull that trigger one day, but it's probably, I have a feeling for my overall mental health and my growth as a person, Instagram is not the right step. I could be wrong though. Let's play more chess. What about Trabesiete? Lord Iffy is saying, do you have a studio at home? Yeah. In the basement. It's where I am right now. I've always been a bit of a doomsday prepper. So, 2 years ago, I think already, I started planning my retreat from any human interactions. And building the studio here was part of that. Sukira is asking, how do you bar your family from entering? They know. Daddy's working. What's this line? You go here? Ugh, he seems to know. He's making moves quickly. Do you know things? Celebrities. What do they know? Do they know things? Let's find out. Doesn't look great for me, frankly. Let's have a little fun. G5, am I just resigning after G5? Yeah, can't do it. It's a pity. Great pity. This did not go like I wanted it to. It's just a sad situation now. Show h6, not h5 was kind of pointless. Shit and Bullets is saying, does anybody know how strong Lennox Lewis is at chess? I would guess not great. It's just my guess. I have a feeling even the Klitschko's aren't probably that great. Sometimes you get the feel that these boxers, they like, to be associated with chess for their image, because they're strategists and not, violent punchers. It's really just a mental game, this boxing, and not, a punching the other guy really hard game. Therefore, sometimes you get the feeling that they do not mind being associated with chess. And chess does not mind being associated with them. Therefore, win-win, baby. Okay, let me try to focus on this game. Whenever I say that, I blunder next move. Let me try not to focus on this game. You want to exchange queens, sir? Why? A3 was probably not great. You can now play B4 and open some, squares. Open squares. When are we opening squares again? How long will this quarantine last? Okay, I'm gonna have to look up quarantine or quarantine again. This is really embarrassing because I've literally done it 15 times. It just doesn't stick in my head. See, I only have to type in Q and I already get quarantine. Quarantine pronunciation. Quarantine. There we go. Now I'll know again for 5 minutes. It's, I don't know why it doesn't stick. All right, Trave. It's business time. You're not afraid? does not seem afraid. Tell me you're not afraid. What was the promise that you made? I'm sure those are the lyrics to something. Ugh, why did I miss bishop f6? Ugh, I'm such an arrogant idiot. It has nothing to do with the position, it's just, you know, an insight that I should come to at some point. And actually, I'm not that far ahead on the clock that my win is a given here. He offers a draw, which is very generous. Thank you, sir. But I think I will continue a little bit, if you do not mind. Now I'm no longer winning on the board, which is upsetting. So now he can draw shame with a better conscience. I'm still not taking it, obviously, but I'll be a little embarrassed. Like a little. Sorry, Travisiete. Great game. All right, what are we talking about? DK79 saying teen not tine. Yeah, now I know again. I'm gonna have to look it up again next show. It could be either. I have no way of knowing or remembering. Who shall we play now? Je ne sais pas. What about Epse? Mr. Dodge is saying, write it down somewhere, like on your front door. Maybe I can build, you know, a little mental bridge. Like, I do not like teenagers, aka teens, and therefore I've been engaged in the war on teens, which rhymes with quarantine. That should work, no? I think we've solved it now. Speaking of teenagers, Tom1234, you're a teenager, right? What do you kids do nowadays? Do you just play Fortnite all day? Do you still watch TV? Do you get a lot of homework from the school? How do you deal with the quarantine? Sukire is saying, why specify teens? Don't like people in general. Because it rhymes. Quarantine. Get it? Doesn't even rhyme, it's literally the word. Pars is saying, yeah, we watch TV. Money Heist Season 4. Yeah, I've kind of seen that. I was rooting for this guy, Gandia, but okay, I don't want to spoil it. What's going on here? Knight BD7. Yeah, I guess not too much. Sukire is saying, where's Peter? Any GM not streaming is no friend of mine. I don't know. I think he's home in St. Petersburg. Obviously. What's going on here? G6 and bishop g4 often don't mix so well, because now you have to give the bishop up on f3. So bishop h5, there's g4. And this structure looks a little shaky. Although I have to say I like knight b6. It's a good move. Yeah, not much going on. ANMLS glued. What kind of username is that? Seriously. is saying, are you reading off of two different chats? I know, I'm amazing, right? Like, the amount of multitasking going on here. Thinking of total nonsense to say, playing mediocre chess, and sometimes reading two different chats. That's why they call it the royal game. I've run out of steam. I came in with all this righteous anger. Now I just feel fatigue. Now all I want to do is sleep. But I can't sleep. I have to record an opening clinic episode. I have to put on my business hat. I have to talk to people. That's the worst. Honestly, these shows I could do all day. Like, I'd get tired, but I could do them all day. But I have to talk to people, like one-on-one, or even 5-on-1, aka a meeting or something, a video conference. It costs me so much mental energy. It's not very healthy. And yeah, do your own diagnosis here. I have my theories, but since I haven't been tested, and out of respect for people that are probably dealing with more severe issues than me, I do not like to speculate about why that is. It's true though that talking to people costs me bizarre amount of energy. While talking to the camera, and you people, I don't see you as real persons. Like, that costs me almost no energy. It's very confusing. Ayush0913 is saying, Jan doesn't give an F about the YouTube chat. No, I'm ignoring the YouTube chat. I'm very afraid of YouTube. It's a scary place to me. Mr. Dodgy is saying, last an hour without saying you people. Do you know why I keep using you people, Mr. Dodgy? It's a Larry David thing, who's my hero. And before he became the phenomenon behind Seinfeld and Curb Your Enthusiasm, he was a somewhat struggling stand-up comedian who was funny, because obviously the guy is a comedic genius, but he had an antagonistic relationship with the audience, and he kept calling them you people, which did not always go over well. But I thought, if it worked for Larry, it will work for me. So, you people shall not complain about that wording. Path is saying, Jan, are you and Lawrence boys? It's hard to say. It's the closest thing I have to a love-hate relationship without the love. But there's also no real hate, if you know what I mean. If you don't, I understand. Word Twitch is saying, hello Chess24 and Jan. When will you address the questions you asked for yesterday? Is that a special show coming in the future? Thanks. Yeah, that's Jan's opening clinic. I'm sure it's somewhere. If you click on news on the good old Chess24 website, you can see the article with the obnoxious questions that you people have been asking. I think the problem is I often speak about things I think I should be doing, and then people think I will actually do them. While me being an INTP, another fake scientific thing, often means that I just, express thoughts of what I should be doing as a sounding board while I'm thinking about myself. And more often than not, I end up not doing it. Anyway, I think I will be recording the first episode of this show that we call Opening Clinic tonight. And then it will be released, I don't know, tomorrow. It's not live. Sorry for not talking much about this game, but even Epsi will admit it is utterly boring. Vivan Amarnani is asking, Jan, what was your first FIDE rating? I believe 2185 maybe? Because I recall it used to be you needed 2200 as an entry rating, and then they lowered it to 2000 at some point, and had 2185, then 2205, then 2280, something like that. The good old days when you could still improve in chess. Weren't those fun? Kenny. Color Complex saying, yeah, do you remember when you were a Patzer? Yeah, I don't know. I still feel like a Patzer. It's like you normally don't have any relationship to your current chess level. Of course, I remember playing in junior tournaments, but I didn't feel like more of a Patzer then than I do now. Not sure if that makes sense. Tom1234 is saying, Fortnite is no longer played at the age of 16. Oh! It's a young man's game, huh? We didn't get many tasks from school, and yes, Netflix is watched by many. But I believe in the demise of streaming portals because of the oversupply. Okay, Tom1234, what's going on there? Your English is way too good. Are you like Google translating these things? Do you have like someone who's writing these things for you? What is happening there? The demise of streaming portals because of the oversupply? Who are you trying to kid, Tom1234? Also, your reply took like half an hour. That was very suspicious. Tell us what's going on there. We have a right to know. And by a right, I mean absolutely no right whatsoever. What's going on here? Castles, Kenny boy, huh? Nowadays they play h4, h5, h6 in every position. And if it's good enough for Magnus and Alpha Zero and Leela Zero, then it's good enough to play against Kenny 95. That's my theory. Libra's Revolt is saying, at Turf Fragment, he said he prefers not talking to people, but I think he's accepting both. No, I mean real people, not like you, chat people. Turf Fragment is saying, does Jan prefer 5 minutes or 3 plus 2 or what? 5 is fine, 3 is fine. 3 plus 2 I hate, because it's harder to flag. Epps is saying, your self-perception of partnership depends very much on your peers. Yeah, exactly, that was the point I was trying to make, just a lot less eloquently. If you play against other kids and you're often better than the other kids, you don't see yourself as a patzer. Filipino saying, Jan, will there be Geschwätzblitz again soon? I don't know, maybe. Probably next week. I've done a lot of Geschwätzblitz recently, no? I might do the Ali Reza match in German tomorrow, the commentary. Other than that, I'm busy over Easter. I'm busy tomorrow, I'm busy on Saturday, Sunday. Busy as in staying at home, watching TV, obviously. But still very busy. Maybe next week. Mr. Bonko25 is saying, stiff cold up there, Jan? What's that? Vertwitch is saying, Happy Easter to everybody. Yeah. F5, good move, Kenny. I probably shouldn't take. but I did. Let's install the lila pawn. I guess rook g6 makes some sense. Now my point was, if Kenny goes e5, I can hit the rook with queen h4. And I have a feeling Kenny would not make it out of that episode alive. So, bishop d7, is 95 a good move? Should I just develop something? If so, where? So many questions. Maybe I'll go here. I don't want to just wait aimlessly for rook af8. Although 95 of course changes the structure. And I'm not sure if it's in my favor. Shawnee83 is saying, has the commentary team been announced for the Magnus Invitational Tournament yet? Maybe the return of the dream team of Jan and Peter with a dab of Lawrence. Maybe. It hasn't been announced yet. What do you guys want? Wow, no Lawrence, please? Why not? Lawrence was great during the candidates. No love for Lawrence. Suki Ray is saying Peter Jan Magnus is the dream team. I don't know, Magnus might have to play sometimes, no? I'm assuming he's playing. Flink is saying Peter Jan Lawrence is good for me. Magnus Lawrence Hammer. That's gonna be hard to do. Mr. Dodgy and Radio Jan. I've invited Mr. Dodgy multiple times to join the commentary broadcast. He's always turned me down. Therefore, I don't know. I have feelings too. So to deal with that eternal rejection, I'm not sure I can keep doing it. Kenny's playing a great game, by the way. I'll win on time eventually, but so far he's outplaying me. Completely outplaying me. Okay, time to speed it up. Hey Yanni, speed it up. Oh, I did speed it up. I hope it's not one of these 3-2 games where I can't flag him from here. That'd be upsetting. It also seems like Kenny's one of those guys who values it more to play a good game than not losing on time, which I think creates a win-win situation, because I'll win, which will make me happy, and he will have played a good game, which will make him happy. So, we're all winners here, Kenny. Great game. All right. I've read all the wishes in the chat and processed them. Of course I'll ignore them, but still, thanks for letting me know. It's good to get a feel for what you people want. Are we done here? No, there's still time to kill. Let's play against Udem Representativo Ajedrez. Color Complaint is saying, are you still feeling grumpy? No, now I'm just feeling, you know, my usual. Just little hollow, empty inside. There's this giant hole in my soul that I'm trying to fill. And I have a feeling interacting with the chat on the internet. Although this is really a lot of my social interaction for the day, and I'm grateful about it. But I have a feeling, since I can't associate a face with you guys, except for the ones that have a face in their profile picture. But even there, you know what I mean. Since we haven't met, most of us, it's not the warmth of human interaction that can really fill that glaring hole in my soul that I'm trying to feed with attention, but failing. And very limited attention, obviously. Mr. Bonko25 is saying, Jan, have you ever met Kasparov? Yes. Queen C1, so deep. Can I take? CD, I do for. Let's take and then think. This might lose material. But it might not lose material. Mr. Dodgy is saying, what was the nicest thing Kasparov said to you? I think there's a video of Gary and me and Lawrence on the internet. Did he say anything nice to me? I doubt it. He was very energetic though, and was just a pleasure to be around and to see his energy really and his sparkling love of the game of chess. I've interacted a bit with him, but usually when I was doing commentary somewhere and Gary was visiting that tournament and he was just standing somewhere in the background dropping knowledge. So we've never really talked about our fears, our wishes, our future plans, the way that me and you, dear people, are talking here. So I can't really claim I know him, but this energy and the passion for chess is clearly real and pretty impressive. Can I take? Should have 3 in. Or queen b7. Alright. Can I go here? Looks like a weird move. I like it because it's goofy. Probably makes no sense, just rook e7. But it had a strange appeal. Queen e5. Okay, I guess I'll go. Why don't I have time? I'll say I'm getting outplayed, but I'm used to that. Just the lack of speed. It's heartbreaking. I have a certain need for speed. It's probably a game that Tom1234 has stopped playing when he was 12. Bishop b5 looks unpleasant. What can you do? Take your time, sir. Yeah, not the best position ever. But I feel like I'm capable to make moves more quickly here than my dear opponent, which matters in blitz chess. Another one of those. You played well. You lost some time. We're both happy. S.I. Bradbury saying, Jan, are you able to hint at which players may feature in the Invitational? Yes, a lot of them are really, really good at chess. Like, really good. Like, you could argue they're some of the best in the world. Let's play Der Wikinger. Did I play Der Wikinger the other day? Vertwitch is saying, I recommend 2 movies. 1, Bernie, and 2, Parasite. What's Bernie? The Jack Black vehicle? Parasite is good, of course. It's probably overrated at this point because of all the hype and the Oscars and so on. But it's still a good movie. I don't think it's as good as Burning, which is still my favorite South Korean movie of all time. I'm not a big, what's the Parasite director called? Bong Joon-ho head. I did not like Snowpiercer that much. I like this Memories of Murder, I think it's called. And Parasite, yeah, it's clever and it has some fun stuff, but I don't know, maybe I've just been too exposed to the Parasite hype that I've gotten a little tired of it. But it's clearly a good movie. Do not get me wrong. Highly recommended. Is that good TV? B5, so aggressive. How do I react? B3, C4 or C3? And doing the same he does, knight C2. Horsing around. General BS is saying, just saw Outbreak on Netflix. Good actors, mediocre film. Yeah, that wasn't a great movie even then. No, Contagion is. If Corona is not enough for you, if you want your dose of a good old pandemic movie, Contagion is the one. Outbreak is not that great. I always wonder when people say the same thing, like 18 times in the chat. Do they feel it's that witty that it should just be repeated until I read it out? Is that the goal here, or are you just so worried that I might miss your comment that you feel it should be said 18 times? Because it sort of breaks the natural flow of the conversation, no? While we're trying to interact, and then you have to read the same nonsense for the 18th time. It's sort of, not helping, don't you think? Mr. Dodgy, you're a moderator. How do you feel about these topics? I'm always confused, but I'm trying to understand, trying to learn. Sealed Move is saying, yeah, but that's like the sole purpose of this chat. I thought it was so all of us could have a lovely talk about life, Corona, Caruana, chess, Der Wikinger. Queen B7. I should pay some attention. I really struggle paying attention to anything. Is there a word for that? There's a question. What was the other movie mentioned? Burning. Yeah, I love Burning. Vertwitch is making a Corona beer joke. I thought we banned those on this show like, I think 5 weeks ago. We already prohibited the Corona beer jokes. And therefore, that ban has not been lifted. That's as serious as the social distancing. No more Corona beer jokes. Can't take them. They are not accepted on this program. Mathematic is saying, Jan, how are you enduring without gym? Yeah, I'm not doing great. I already skipped gym for a month because I had my ring finger broken. Now, I'm not great at sticking to a workout at home routine. Like I have weights and 2 kettlebells and nonsense, but not great. You know what? Let me push. Oh. Oops, I blundered a piece? That's upsetting. Ugh, silly me. Why do I have to blunder my pieces? Should be 1, yeah. Should be 2, bishop a5 is not great, so I guess I should do this, which is obviously also not great. Ugh, that was uncalled for. All right. How do you play this? Bring the king, I guess. I don't know. Also, no time to think. Bishop c5 looks stupid. Stop giving all these checks, sir. Alright, it's speed up time. Hey Yanni, speed it up. Thanks for the game, der Wikinger. Who cares what your chess is saying? I know players of high rating, and they are AHs. No. Are you telling us? Are you telling us that rating is not an indicator for character? Are you even saying that players of high rating that maybe are more competitive than other people in order to reach that high rating might not be the nicest people in the world? That sounds wrong to me. Let me play one more game and then call this a show. Let me play Clemzoo. Clemzoo, how do you do? I like Mango Juice saying, yeah, I like the new season of Casa de Papel Money Heist. But you also like Mango Juice. I like the old season of Casa de Papel Money Heist. Oh, Clemzoo is not here. Alright, then we'll play somebody else. Is there anybody out there? What about our boy, Jonas Hilverda, Fide Master, Maître Fide, Jonas. Ça va? He's Dutch, so I'm addressing him in his native language. Qu'est-ce que tu fais? F5 volgens mij in heel slecht te zetten. Moet je een beetje opletten met je koning. F5 kan je helemaal niet doen. This nonsense line is one of these lines I never study out of principle, because it looks stupid. But that also has the problem that I never know it. So how could this continue? E4 maybe? E4 looks logical. E6? Can you do that? I guess you can, he just did it. He did it. Is this how they play? Looks horrible. I'm sure Jonas has studied it all carefully. Just looks so strange. Does it not? You don't think this looks strange, Jonas? Give me that protected passport? First you weaken your king, then you give me this? Doesn't feel right, does it? I don't know. It's unlikely this opening and I will ever be friends. G4, I'm not sure if it has to be done, but why not? Now let's go all Grandmasterly. Knight B1 and maneuver. I know that's amazing. Nah, you're not checkmating me, Jonas. Who are we kidding? Here comes the knight again. King h6. Gotta give it to Jonas, he is making some moves that I had not anticipated at all. His position is not great, but he keeps being resourceful. Position is still not great though. Check. That brings us to the end of today's coverage. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for dealing with all my strangeness. I know that it's painful to just, see a person, because I am a person, behind all this makeup that I wear. There is a very soft core. To see them just melt down on the air, to see them start their descent into surrealism and the abyss. But I think I'm okay. I'm hanging in there. I hope you guys are okay. I hope you are safe in these strange times. I hope you kept your job. I hope you're not in any existential problems. I hope it's all under control, and stay safe. See you on good old Chess24. Thank you so much for watching this show. See you soon. Happy Easter.